Welcome back to the channel. This morning I am at one of my favorite parks in all of BC, at Golden Ears Provincial Park. It is just beautiful here. You can see the trees behind me. So this is a particular trail in this park. It's a massive park. There are hikes all the way up the mountains. There are big lakes here. You can do sort of sunrise at the lake type photography. And then there are some wooded trails here. It's interesting at this park because it's been logged. So this was an old growth forest, and over 100 years ago they logged it. And what's unique is the way they replanted the forest is all of these sort of parallel thin evergreens. And it's basically the same thing all around this area. And so it just creates some really unique photo opportunities in Vancouver. A lot of our forests, as I've said in other videos, they're just kind of a mix of old growth and new growth, lots of vegetation. It's really hard to get composition. So this forest is sort of, it stands out in a unique way. What's also really cool is if you're able to get the incredible conditions of fog and sun, then you get those in really, really nice light rays through the woods here. And so I think I've been here many, many, many times. A lot of it hoping to get those conditions, and I think I've only seen like a really incredible light ray display here twice. This place is about an hour from my place. Everything seems to be about an hour from my place, but you know, it's not a close drive. So it sucks when you come out and you don't get the conditions. But again, it's so nice here that it's all good. But I'm hoping today is the day to get the right conditions. What makes me hopeful for today is also the fact that we just have dense fog, and it seems to be clear above, which is exactly the conditions you need, because it takes about an hour or two for light to get through the mountains and the woods here. So you have time, but there is fog everywhere right now, which is awesome. I think the last time I saw this place in these conditions was about I want to say 7 years ago. So it's just been a long time. And obviously today wasn't a day I was hoping to come out for photography. I planned to come here 2 days ago or 3 days ago, and the conditions just didn't align, and so it didn't happen. But this morning I woke up late. I saw that there was fog everywhere, and so kind of had to haphazardly put a plan together and just get myself here as quickly as possible. I want to meet a friend here. Again, same friend from my first video. We go out for photos whenever we have a chance. It's the holiday break right now, so there's time to go out and do this. So I am very, very hopeful about today, now that I'm here and I'm seeing the conditions. I mean, this is why this is one of my favorite parks. Look at this place. Just beautiful. The issue today is figuring out where to go and what to photograph. There's just too much happening, and we're not sure which direction the sun will come out and the fog will be strongest. We think it's actually on the other side. So we've kind of decided to wait in the middle and just wait things out and see what happens. But things are looking promising this morning so far. Conditions look really nice. So this is another sort of part of the challenge with coming to the woods like this and looking for light rays. It's just so many things that have to work together. It's temperature, it's sunlight, direction of sun, It's moisture, so it's a good amount of stuff that have to kind of work out together for conditions to align. The other piece is then being familiar with the area and knowing where to go, what subjects to find, and where the sun will come through, where you have the most moisture. So for example, there's a lake behind us on that side and a river that follows along on our back. And that's also where the sun comes out. So we want to be closer to the source of water so that we can have a higher chance of moisture and fog. It's not super thick in here, but once the sun comes out, it also helps create additional steam off the tree trunks since it's pretty cold here this morning. I think it's like 1 degree or something, and it was pretty cold last night. So it's a bunch of stuff. I obviously didn't know all this stuff from the beginning. It comes through many visits, many failed visits, and just sort of fine-tuning it. But you know, it's just, again, beautiful here. And again, it's quiet. I think we've seen one person walking her dog, just nice and quiet, which is great. I think the holiday season, lots of people are away, which is a benefit. One thing I love about this forest is the forest floor, all the moss here. There are clear paths to walk over and to walk through, which is great. But everywhere, as you can see, is just moss-covered floor. And unfortunately, during, I would say, peak years of Instagram, this place, for obvious reasons, became a very sort of influencer hotbed type of place. People were coming over from all over, I would say, Pacific Northwest, especially on days like this, to take photos, and people were trampling all over the place, and you could see new paths in the moss created, and just not great. And so it looks like post-COVID, that sort of influencer attention has died down, and it's a lot nicer and quieter here. And so it's great to see the forest be quiet and start to sort of make a comeback. There's some of the paths are filling up again with moss. It's really nice to see, but just absolutely beautiful here. So what I'm trying to do now is to just predict light and hope for the best. This is kind of the calm before the storm. You can see behind me starting to get brighter, and so sun's coming through. There's sort of small peaks behind here, and so once it does, it might be just a few moments, or it might be like an hour of amazing light, and you just don't know. Today seems like it's going to be longer, but the problem is, you see there's paths behind me here, there's another path here, and there's another path right in front of me. And each of them could be just incredible, but you would have to be facing the sun to get the light rays. And so it's just kind of like a calm before the storm prediction situation right now. I'm trying to see if I can find like 1 or 2 interesting subjects, foreground subjects or trees close to each other, so that when the sun pops and the light pops, I don't have to sort of run around like a chicken without a head, because it does happen. Like, I try to be sort of calm and chill, but if you get the amazing conditions once every like 7 years, then you really are trying to make the most out of it. So let's see. I think I found an interesting subject, but I'll keep walking around for now. I think we still have another 15-20 minutes. I'm looking at a really nice scene here. I have proper backlit sky here, and it's getting a bit whiter now. It's a bit more yellow a couple minutes ago. I have these 2 trees that I'm sort of lining up, and a few of the thinner trees, and the way light is hitting the corner of the bark here is just coming out so nice in the photo. So this is probably the first shot of the day, so I'm gonna attempt to take a photo here and see how it comes out. But I really do like the light hitting just the side of the tree here, and the moss just lighting up really nicely. Just lovely, so calm and peaceful here. I can hear an eagle making calls by the water on the other side. They're just little forest birds that are singing all around and flying around. And just me and my friend here taking photos and still haven't seen anyone. Really, really, really nice. No light rays or anything yet, but we still have time. Sun hasn't broken through the fog on my right here. So just gonna keep hanging out and see what comes through, but just very nice. Looking at another photo here. Still no light, but some more thick fog has rolled in, and I really like the tree in front here with its roots kind of spitting out or spining out, and then the double tree behind, and then lots of sort of thinner trees engulfed in fog right behind it. So just gonna attempt a similar composition to what you can see here and see how it comes out. I may also use this composition for light rays in case we get it, because I do like the way these trees are kind of working together. We finally have a bit of light breaking through. I can see sun right there, although still diffused. And I think there are clouds around, which sucks. That's beautiful. And I can also see sunlight at the top of the trees here. So it is starting to come around here. Let's see what happens. It looks a little cloudy and a little too diffused. I think it just bypassed the fog and hit a cloud, but let's see, we still have a little bit of time. I like this tree right here, so I've kind of set up a composition with the trees around it and see what I can get. I'll probably, if the sun breaks through and we get some light rays, it's probably not going to last long. So I'll probably be running back and forth between the 3 or 4 trees that I've seen here to try to take a couple of photos. Still really beautiful. Not perfect conditions yet though. While we're waiting for light, I found another tree that I really like here. It's a dead sort of bark of tree left, and oh, I think we're gonna get some light soon, but I'm gonna take a couple of photos of this tree. It's a sort of a dead standing tree, has this like incredible mossy patch right on its bark on the sort of bottom left corner, and it's just like so vivid. I'm seeing it in the back of the camera, so vivid, surrounded by some light fog, but I can also see some light coming behind me, so I'm gonna hurry it up here. Well, it happened. It lasted maybe 2 minutes, so I'm hoping the sun will kind of come through the clouds again, but the fog has kind of mostly disappeared on this end, and we're trying to figure out if we should go back or further in. But as you can see behind me, there's still a little light race happening. I figured I would be very chill and calm, and I had already figured out my compositions, but obviously the minute it happened at random spots and not exactly the trees that I had in mind. And again, it was only like a minute or two that was like extremely bright. So I'm hoping I got like 2 nice compositions, hopefully, maybe, possibly. But yeah, we'll keep walking back and forth for now. Hoping another really like bright peak of sun rays happens, but already moments of magic like this. So I am in a slightly precarious position. I am just down a slope, but I just couldn't refuse this shot. All the ferns in front of me here, and some of them catching light, and then look at these beautiful trees and all the light rays here. So handheld, I ditched the tripod for this because I'm in the middle of a slope, and 24-70 on 24. I'm going to take a couple of pictures vertical and horizontal and see what comes out. Okay, fog has rolled back into the woods here. So I'm lower down and in, and as you can see behind me, it's foggy, just incredible down here, waiting for the light to break through. I've set up a shot here. I can see some light coming in on the ground there. Ignore my cloth, wiping all the water off the lens, but might have a couple of really nice shots down here too. It's looking good again. Okay, well, that's it. Fog is gone. Sun is high. It's around 11. Been here since 8:30, so about 2.5 hours. Usually you need fog to kind of show itself before 10:30, before the sun's too high and the fog dissipates and it gets too warm. But really nice. I think I actually really like, I think, a couple of the photos I took before that burst of light. Obviously, I'm hoping I got 1 or 2 pictures from that actual burst of light rays just because it was hectic. And then the ferns and a couple others that I took after, also really, really nice. We truly haven't seen a single person other than the one person walking her dog. So yes, this place has definitely lost its appeal to the influencer types, which is great. Nice and quiet. That's it for today. Maybe I'll come back here again this winter for another video if the conditions align, but overall, pretty good day. I'm gonna wrap up, head back, grab breakfast, and work on this video and see what happens next. All the details for website, Instagram, and everything is in the description, and see you all in the next video.